Cancer Sun, Pisces Moons, welcome to your 2020 reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading. If it resonates with you, consider a personal reading. My email is below. Just send me an email and we can go ahead and set that up. So I just drew a blank here. The first oh yeah, and also check out my 2019 Sun Moon readings that are in my playlists and see if they rang true for you. Those are still up. So the first portion of this reading will be me telling you what basically the behavioral traits are for your Sun Moon sign, and then I will lay out the main cards and we'll take a quick look at your 2020. The second portion of this reading will be the link below to the Vimeo reading, where if it resonates, you can go look at that, and it'll have a deeper interpretation of the cards along with clarifiers. So it ends up being, I don't know, like about a 10-minute video. Other things to mention: I am on Facebook, I'm on Insta. If you need an answer to a question, I'm on the Instant Go app, where it's currently $4.98 for one question, and you get it turned around in 24 hours. And if you could like, share, subscribe also, if you like these videos, that would be great. I'll be separating the year up into 4 separate quadrants. You'll see when I do it. So let's get to your behavioral traits for your sign. So you all, as Cancer, Sun, Pisces, Moons, tend to be very, you aren't very selfish people, okay? So everything you do is very selfless, and that usually is a typical trait of Cancer, Pisces. You really need to feel protected a lot of times. I know I'm going to get a lot of Cancer, Pisces are going to be like, oh, I'm so tired of it, how weak we are, and this, blah, blah, blah. It's not really weak. You just have a need to feel protected. And it is what it is. And also, you all are very impressionable, can be very gullible. And a lot of times, this is because you're very sharing individuals. You think the best of people. So, but on the other hand, you do try to protect your emotions. You don't want to get harmed. You don't want to get hurt. I mean, who does? But for you all, since you're really highly sensitive, you have a tendency to, like I said, guard yourself. Now, a lot of cancers, a lot of Cancer signs with the water moons, they have ways to defend themselves, and the way that you all defend yourselves is a kind of role play. Take on that you're somebody else that you're not necessarily, and then you can kind of hide things, sort of. Sometimes it's like a fake it till you make it kind of deal. But out of all the double water signs, you guys really are the most sensitive, the most sympathetic, the most very tender hearted. Okay, one of the things that really, really annoys you, well, not annoys you, repels you, disgusts you, is among humans, if someone is not treated right, or they treated unfairly, or if there is needless pain. Not even in terms of humans, this is for animals also. Okay, you all have a deep need to reach out and help other people, minister to people. You're always really concerned about people. You want to get them into a better place, and you're always ready to give of yourself in order to do so. You need to stop worrying that this, and we're going back to weakness again, that being this sensitive transfers into being helpless or being weak. It's not that. Although a lot of times males who are Cancer, Pisces will try to be over machismo, to kind of, because they've been taught that being sensitive like this is a weakness. Okay, so Cancer, Pisces males, you all have a tendency to hide your feelings and then really kind of show being extra manly or being macho. And then the females usually want to be taken care of and be swept off their feet and want that fairy tale romance, and sometimes they'll take on a really feminine kind of characteristics or role to enable this to happen. So, I mean, you can see in the male and the female, the two of you don't really show your true selves. You kind of emote something else to protect yourselves or to attract something to you. Both of those things that we talked about are really have conflict with their true natures, okay? And you both, male or female, have a tendency to hide those. So again, constantly role playing is a way of escaping, is a way of throwing people off, and sometimes it's the only way that you guys can manage your way in life. You have really great personalities. You're unique, you're wonderful, and you really use your you can use your talents to fantasize, so that feeds into your imagination. um be careful of stress and anxiety, because you guys are so sensitive, you're kind of prone to that. You could sometimes fall into mental disorders or something of that sort. Careers, anything that's creative, artist, anything like that, anything that ministers to people, counseling, psychology, medicine, education, law, anything that serves the people, okay? In a sympathetic way also. Let's see. Oh, you guys are great learners. You have great memories. Well, you tend to rely on others for being inspired, being passionate, because a lot of times you can take the passive role, and you should associate with motivated individuals that are good at managing, individuals who are the boss, individuals who are good at laying a plan out, because that's not necessarily your forte. Okay. Try to be true to your true being. So just try to be yourself. Try to see your sensitivity as a strength instead of a weakness. um you don't need to always be building up these walls around yourself, um to protect yourself. Every once in a while, try to let somebody in. Use your intuition too. You guys are double water signs, so you have incredible intuition, and you can use that as your defense. Okay. And if you learn to actually be who you are and show people who you are, you'll start to become more confident, you'll become more satisfied, you'll start to be more content, because then you won't have to play these roles anymore, right? So let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, the universe, could you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Cancer Sun, Pisces moons for the year 2020? What do you see? What do they need to know? Any messages you have to help them reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe and closer to the divine, would be greatly appreciated. Cancer Sun, Pisces moons, what do you see? What do they need to know? For January, February, March, we have the Page of Pentacles in the upright. What do you see for April, May, June? We have the Hierophant in the upright. What do you see for July, August, September? For Cancer, Sun, Pisces moons, we have the Judgment card in reversed. And what do you see for October, November, December? We have the Ten of Wands in the upright. All right, so I see in the beginning of the year, things are off to a great start. Either you go back to school, you're finding a new job, you get a promotion, it's something very solid, it's the beginning of a commitment, something that could work out in practical terms, okay? Since it is the page, it usually is just the seed or the spark of something, not the actual action. So it's just the inception of something happening. As you move into April, May, June, I see the card of the Hierophant, which is the card of Taurus. But to me, this is you have committed. Either you now belong to an institution such as a college or a university. You have committed to sign a contract within a company. You have committed to like-minded people. You have committed to making yourself wiser, taking the steps to be educated, or taking the steps to kind of further yourself. But as we move into July, August, September, I see you not seeing yourself as you should see yourself, okay? This could go back to not being true to yourself, being a little judgy of yourself. Either you're judging and criticizing yourself, or other people are. I feel like it's you, and I feel like it's coming from within. There's this inner voice telling you you're not good enough, you can't do this, are you really going to be able to succeed? Are you going to be able to follow through on your commitment? Or whatever those conversations that you're having, your judgment is off. You're not assessing yourself clearly. Okay. And it could be other people doing this to you, or you thinking other people are doing this to you, but I think it's coming from within. So as you move into October, November, December, I see you probably working a lot harder than you should, maybe to prove yourself, maybe thinking, well, if I try to, take on this extra work, then I'll start to, that little voice that's telling me I'm not good enough, or other people who don't think I'm good enough. Maybe this is the way to kind of prove them wrong. But I think in effect what happens is you're taking on duties and responsibilities that aren't necessarily yours. I feel like you're overdoing it. It's a little bit of overkill, and I think you're going to end up exhausting yourself, actually, if that's in fact what you're trying to do and this resonates. Okay, so if this resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is below. Make sure you click on the link below for the Vimeo reading. I'll go over these more in depth. I will also pull clarifiers. And then check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. My compatibility readings are in my playlist. I'm on Insta. I'm on Facebook. I'm on the Instant Go app if you need an answer to a question. And then if you could please like, share, and subscribe if you like these readings and support of me, I would greatly appreciate that, and that would go a long way. Otherwise, good luck to you in 2020. Goodbye from Veronica Garnett. Bye.